Dems say they have 50 votes in Senate to overrule net neutrality repeal. Senate Democrats have put together 50 votes for a measure meant to block the FCC's December decision to end net neutrality rules put in place by the Obama administration. Small correction, we had net neutrality before Barack Obama. It just wasn't cast in stone. Then the cable companies took it to court. The people fought it, and the Obama administration, with Tom Wheeler at the realms, begrudgingly gave us the Title II designation we've been asking for since 2005. Okay, so and it's frustrating for me when Barack Obama is given credit for net neutrality, when there have been digital rights activists that have been fighting this fight since 2005, have been pleading with Barack Obama, or not even just Obama, I mean before that, but with Bush, hey, give us Title II designation. The free and open internet is too important. They've been ignored. At least they listened with Obama. I mean, I will say that, and I will say at the 11th hour, Tom Wheeler and Obama did do the right thing. It was because the public made them, but at least they did what the public made them do. Okay, I'll concede there. But to make it out like Obama is some net neutrality architect, it's just ridiculous. And by the way, you're helping anti-net neutrality people when you make that argument. So, everybody that you're helping the anti-net neutrality argument when you make it out like Barack Obama's, because they'll be like, well, what changed between the internet from 2015 till now? It's the same as it was in 2014. They'll be able to throw that at you. And because you think Barack Obama invented net neutrality and it's the only reason we have it, and if it wasn't for him, we never would have had the concept. How do you counter that? You can't. And it's a misleading straw man. It's a misleading, deceptive means of dissecting what's really going on. So anyway, moving on. Democrats are just one GOP vote shy of the 51-vote threshold for a Senate resolution of disapproval, which would strike down the FCC's December rule change. With full caucus support, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer said, it's clear that Democrats are committed to fighting to keep the internet from becoming the Wild West, where ISPs are free to offer premium service to only the wealthiest customers, while average consumers are left with far inferior options. The Democrats' effort won the support of its first Republican backer, Senator Susan Collins, last Tuesday. Senator Collins does not support the FCC's recent decision to repeal net neutrality rules, and she will support Senator Markey's legislation that would overturn the FCC's vote. The bill's sponsor, Senator Ed Markey of Massachusetts, also celebrated the bill's 50th co-sponsor in a statement Tuesday. Republicans now have a clear choice: be on the right side of history and stand with the American people who support a free and open internet, or hold hands with special interests who want to control the internet for their own profit. The measure, if it passes the Senate, faces a murky future, as it would have to pass the GOP-held House and get President Trump's signature to go into effect. Lawmakers have a window of 60 days from the FCC's December 14th decision to repeal the new regulations under the Congressional Review Act. 10 senators joined the effort to roll back the FCC's decision in just the last week. All right, so again, is this bad news? Of course not. Does this mean that we won the fight? Of course not. All right. The CRA is, I still say, a long shot. I still think there's about a 30% chance that we would see it go through. Because again, like this article reminds us, Trump has to sign it into effect. And even though net neutrality has the support of so many people, 83% of the public wants it, at least that, public opinion does not matter right now with this administration. It really never matters in a lot of ways, but it really doesn't matter right now. They tried to push through a quote-unquote healthcare bill that had 12% approval. They pushed through a tax bill that nobody wanted. So the chances that he would sign this, I think, are slim. I mean, unless somebody that's in the net neutrality court has access to him and compliments his hair that day. I mean, that's what Trump doesn't really have strict ideology one way or the other. The dude can kind of just be swayed by whoever flatters him for the most part. So, I understand. So here's what Ajit Pai had to say. I understand that people are passionate about policy, but the one thing in America that should remain sacred is that families, wives, and kids should remain out of it and stop harassing us at our homes. This was him responding to the harassment he's gotten at home. Net neutrality advocates have also turned to state governments following the December FCC decisions, with some states, such as New York, filing suit. I know something similar is going on here in California. So the fight is really still where we're at. And there's three big ways that we need to be fighting back for net neutrality. Now, one way is this Congressional Review Act. This, I think, is the longest shot, even though it would be the easiest to get through policy-wise. You know, in 60 days, if Congress overturns this, then we got net neutrality back to where we're at, and we've at least held the front lines for now. It's probably the easiest solution as far as timeline goes, but it's not easy as far as the power dynamic in Washington goes. So that's one at least temporary solution. Now, a long-term fix, and this is solution number 2, is just going to municipal internet, building municipal internet in our communities, which the cable companies are trying to stop. They even have preemptively passed legislation before to try to make sure that doesn't happen, but to kind of, you know, see what you can do in your community, see what kind of red tape you can step over. And communities are doing it. Something's going on in Longmont, Colorado already has it. Fort Collins is building it. Chattanooga's had it for years. So there is progress going on there. And some of you guys know this. I'll take this opportunity to give a quick shout out here. On January 29th, I will be showing up to my town hall in Pasadena, California. I'll be showing up to the town hall meeting and inquiring about municipal internet in Pasadena, where I live. And after the town hall meeting, I'll be playing a set of music at the Old Town Pub in Pasadena, my favorite punk bar in town. So if you're in the area, come on out to that. Everything I described in that event is totally free. Of course, it's free to come to the town hall meeting, and the show afterwards is free as well. It's a night of activism and music. So anyway, getting away from the plug, that's the other way. That's way number 2 is municipal internet. Now, that's a long road, absolutely. What that also is, though, is a permanent fix. If we put the internet in our hands, if the public owns the internet, the net neutrality battle's over. Now, the third fix for this is at the state level. States are proposing their own net neutrality rules where they would make it illegal for anyone to be an ISP in that state unless they uphold net neutrality rules. And that may be the most likely fix short term. That may be the most likely fix. I think those the 2 latter ones are the most likely to come to fruition in the short and long run. And I think we got to try them both. Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.